sipping on the bricks and we having the fit. Ain't that a bitch? We so fly. Why you haters gotta hate? We trapping good. We stacking money tall. We keep them clunkers eating. We smashing the magic bitches, so watch out. My shit is leaning. It beats so hard like gorillas in the trunk. We so lit. I got the chop on my lap for you.
I know this is a holiday weekend, but this is not something we can celebrate. And that is the Islamic takeover of America. I believe this is real. One only has to look to Dearborn, Michigan. You look at Dearborn, Michigan, and you have prayer calls 5 days a week as if we're in Afghanistan or something. The Mecca is in the heartland of America. In fact, the Islamic Revolution is coming to America, wants to make the Mecca the United States. And they are not worried about how long it takes them. They are in a 700-year war. That is their quote, not mine. So I want to take some time tonight to go through what is happening as the Islamic community makes their way into America and slowly feeds off of us. Feeds off of us until the point we don't know it anymore. And the next thing you know, they've taken over school boards. They have taken over city halls. And I'm going to play for you some proof that they ultimately want the White House. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And when you look at what is going on, one only has to look at this imam and what he has to say about Islam and where it is coming.
So know this, that Islam will enter every house. Every house. Don't worry about the Islamophobes. They can yap all they want. Their children will be Muslim.
Do you hear what he says here? Don't worry about Islamophobes. And let me tell you something, folks. I'm not an Islamophobic. You want to practice the religion of Islam? Go ahead. It's my right to tell you why I would practice Christianity. But you want to practice Islam? It's a free country. Here's where I have a problem. When you want to indoctrinate it into my children's curriculum in schools, which we're seeing in America, and then when you want to institute Sharia law, you have communities being built all across this great land of ours, especially in Texas. There's this epic city. They want to build a community there that will be run by Sharia law, where women virtually have no rights. Gays and lesbians are thrown off the roof. There is no tolerance for anybody but the way they believe. And I will tell you that America is not a nation where some other version of the law supersedes our justice system. Not on my watch. But that is what they want. And they say the part out loud, but they usually do it amongst each other. And that's what's interesting about what I'm going to play for you tonight, is that we've got an inside look at what they are telling each other.
All those people of Taif, go to Taif today. Show me a kafir there. All Muslims. Read Tariq al-Thaqafi. Al-Thaqafi, this Qabila is from Taif. Great mujahideen, great ulama, they came from the children of those that used to throw the stones. So Islam will enter every house. What's the question? Are me and you going to be a part of it? Are we going to take that become that sabab, that means, so that Allah puts all of that in your hisab?
So he's saying that Islam will enter every house. He's telling the people that he's preaching to be a part of making sure that you go and push the word of Islam everywhere. And so when we see the election of Mamdani as the mayor of New York City, what we really have to realize is that's just a small part of the bigger plot, and that is to infiltrate every level of government. I know.
What do you give someone who already has everything? You give them the sound of a perfect share. Head to mychicagostate.com/rumble.co/rumble. Chicago State Company, top 2% of beef in America, USDA, prime and premium Angus, hand-cut by master butchers. The kind of marbling that hits a hot pan and fills the whole house with that smell, that buttery meat goodness. You know, the ones spend $229 on any holiday order or your gifts arrive to your loved ones. Doors with 6 free petty ribeyes, plus free shipping. That's $240 in premium steaks, absolutely free. Then there's the unboxing, a black and gold gift box worth unwrapping, packed with dry ice, smoke rolled out when they cracked it open. Christmas morning energy. It's not just any swear, it's dinner that becomes a memory. mychicagostate.com/rumble, RUMBLE.
Here's a Muslim leader in Chicago.
Repeat this enough where we don't have this aqidah concept firm in our minds that Islam did not come to coexist.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you. Yeah.
Islam لا يعلى. Islam يعلو ولا يعلى عليه. And Islam is raised high and nothing is raised above Islam. We can't think of Islam that it came to live with these other religions in the sense that Islam is a religion amongst those religions and they have a share with the truth. And they have a share of justice. And they have a share of, this worship of Allah, the correct worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Islam came to correct all of that. Islam came to remove the oppression of all those religions, and it is the only truth, and it is the only way to justice.
The only truth, yeah.
Islamic Takeover is not coming to America, but it's already begun.
Mayor of Hamtramck, Michigan, Muslim. Mayor of Dearborn, Michigan, Muslim. Mayor of Richardson, Texas, Muslim. Vice President of the Minneapolis City Council, Muslim. U.S. House Representative, Muslim. U.S. House Representative, Muslim. U.S. House Representative, Muslim. New York City mayoral candidate, Muslim. Minneapolis mayor candidate, Muslim. Islam is the third largest religion in the United. Around 6 to 8 million Muslims in U.S. 2,769 mosques were counted in the 2020 U.S. Mosque Survey. The number of mosques has nearly tripled since 2000. Around 300 Islamic schools in the U.S. About 30,000 Americans convert to Islam per year. In 2023, Muslims became the majority in Dearborn, making up approximately 55% of the city's 110,000 residents. Major urban centers, especially in New York City, Los Angeles, Chicago, Houston, Detroit, and Washington, D.C., conversion to Islam in large cities and in prisons have also contributed to its growth over the years. New Jersey has the largest Muslim population by percentage, with 3% of the total population being Muslim.
The total global Muslim population, it's been estimated that 10 to 15% are Islamists, but they rule the world because they have an iron fist. That means there's somewhere between 200 and 300 million global political Islamists. That's on the high end. That's a population, equivalent almost to the entire United States. Now let's go a bit deeper because this is critical to understand. There are two types of Islamists. And to understand it, let's use Marxism as an example. There are two kinds of Marxists, and this is pretty crazy how similar this is. The first group, they're the revolutionaries. They want a violent class struggle. Workers of the world unite. And they are willing to kill people to make this happen. With Marxism, there's a second group, the Fabian Socialists, the progressives here in America, the cultural Marxists. They don't want the violence. They prefer a less violent or non-violent gradual struggle. We'll get there eventually. They make small but significant gains bit by bit until eventually you have the fundamental transformation of a country. But you get to a point even there where it's violent. It's short, but it's violent at the very end, okay? Those people use the system against itself. They don't blow it up, but the ultimate goal is exactly the same. It's just two different methods, okay? This is how Islamists operate. The first group are the jihadists. They force violent change through terror, bombings, beheadings, all of that stuff. Any nightmare scenario you can think of, that's the way they do it. But the second group, they work like progressives. They work like the Fabian socialists. They use the established system and they operate inside the justice system, inside the education system, and all other legal apparatus, and they slowly change everything from the inside out. This is what's been happening to Europe and now here at home. And the Muslim Brotherhood has been one of the main facilitators of this plan. Now, there was a report that was released just a couple of weeks ago. It stated, quote, the Muslim Brotherhood's infiltration plan is an operation that is marked as having a 100-year completion date. Now, as per their calculations, they have already completed 50 years of that plan. The stated goal is to, quote, transform Western society from within. And they have been, quote, covertly embedding its allies and its ideology on college campuses and other mainstays of American life. This is the Muslim Brotherhood's stated goal. Why are they allowed to operate inside of the United States? Why?
Okay, let's quickly go to rights of the non-Muslims. If they say, I don't want to pay jizya, which is a small amount of tax, then they will be vanished, they will be kicked out. Or they will have the choice, either convert to Islam, or if you don't want to be kicked out, then you will be killed. Okay, so what do you want to do? You'll be given the choice.
I keep on telling people, this is true Islam. Islam is an extremist religion, and if Islam does not integrate with any other civilization, they're commanded to go and dominate the land and subjugate it to the Sharia law. And if there are any Muslims that live in your country, then they're not true Muslims, because their Quran commands them to conquer, to kill people who are not in the same faith or religion as them, or to dominate and subdue it. Islam is right now one of the fastest growing religion in the Western civilization, and a lot of people are for this and they don't even know what they're for. I've seen women jumping for joy for Muslims, and it's funny to me because it's like chickens for KFC. It just doesn't make sense. It's like you're like for oppression. This is what true Islam looks like. This is an extremist religion, and it cannot coincide with any other religion.
Y'all, check this out.
Donald J. Trump is calling for, now listen, you gotta listen to this one because this is pretty heavy stuff, and it's common sense, and we have to do it. Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States until our country's representatives can figure out what the hell is going on. We have no choice. We have no choice.
This country was built on colossal hands and unshakable gifts. At Sea of Mud Apparel, we stand for the ones who still out there putting in the work. The forgotten man and women who keeps rural America running. Our gear is made patriotic and built to last. Every stitch, every thread, made to handle real life, not runaway life. I'm a fan of this, aren't you? Whether you're working the land, fixing what's broken, and stands for what's right, we got your back. Sea of Mud Apparel, Real America Clothing Company. Show your pride, wear your gifts. Use the code RUMBLE at checkout for 15% off of your order. Visit seaofmud.com. That's seaofmud.com, and gear up for the ones who still believe in America.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
To be honest with you, I'm way more scared to go to New York City than to Dubai. Muslim Brotherhood are banned from Dubai. They're not banned from New York City now. I mean, in fact, they're ruling New York City right now. And they will rule more. I mean, there were more Muslim gains in other places, such as in Pennsylvania, if I'm not mistaken. There is the vice governor that is now a committed Muslim and more. So, look, they have patience. They know that through your corrupt judicial system and your progressive liberal judges, they can always find their way to do what they want. And there is enough people on the left, just like in Israel, enough people on the left that more than they love their country, they hate the fact that they're not in power. So they will do whatever it takes to be in power, even if it's to sell the country to the enemy.
I didn't see this coming. Y'all ready?
Explain to the world how this land became your land.
He pretty much saying that this land is free game land. This land, America, does not belong to America. That they over here now, they're not leaving, and now it's going to be considered their land. He wants proof to know how is America, America.
Y'all out there, the Somalians is talking reckless. Y'all is talking reckless, especially it's one Somalian. I don't even know if I should call him brother because they don't want to be identified. They're not like us. So whatever, it's a Somalian man or Somali American man talking directly to Trump saying, hey, Trump, you go first. You leave first. You think we leaving? We ain't going nowhere. You going first. Show us how you own this country. He is talking big and reckless. This is ours. He said we ain't going nowhere. If y'all think we going somewhere, y'all got another thing coming. Y'all haven't even witnessed the takeover. They saying, Trump, you witnessed a small part of the takeover, but you ain't witnessed the total degree of what the Slingers have came to do.
He's right. Somali people have clearly stated that if you're a black American like myself, that we're not the same. They're saying, hey, no, we're Somali. You guys are American. I know we're the same skin color, but we're different. They're saying all Americans. So if you're from America here, no matter the color of your skin, they're going to take over all Americans. And they're saying we're Somali. So that's a clear distinction, clear difference. And they're saying, hey, no, we don't want to be them. We're not them. We're separate.
So know this, that Islam will enter every house. Every house. Don't worry about the Islamophobes. They can yap all they want. Their children will be Muslim. All those people of Taif, go to Taif today. Show me a kafir there. All Muslims. Read Tariq al-Thaqafi. Al-Thaqafi, this Qabila is from Taif. Great Mujahideen, great ulama, they came from the children of those they used to throw the stones. So Islam will enter every house. What's the question? Are me and you going to be a part of it? Are we going to take that become that sabab, that means, so that Allah, preachers and pastors, you see Muslims, it's not stopping. Because the Prophet ﷺ said it will enter every house. Today, from some of the staunchest enemies of Islam, preachers and pastors, you see Muslims. We know them, we deal with them. Some of them that are still in the church, that still hide their Islam, I know them, but they are Muslims. So inshallah it will reach every place, but each one of us, our sisters, you need to be involved in the da'wah.
In your narratives, okay? You see all of these Muslims in all of areas of politics right now, and they are outright coming out with it. This is flat out disrespect, if you ask me. You know this nation is a nation of Christians. You know this is a nation for Christians, by Christians, and that is just it. We are a nation that believes in Jesus Christ. That's it. Whether you like that or not, that's what's going on. What's happening? Whether you like it or not, that's what's happening. You know, this is just what it is. Okay?
If we don't take a stand for Christianity, if we don't vote right and pray right, 10 years from now, the scriptures might be illegal in America. Don't say you was not warned. And you can tear me down on social media all you want. There is another entity taking over the whole world while we play in church that will persecute Christianity and put believers to death. You keep having your little dead conferences and your little dead sermons that are completely disconnected from what's happening right now. Y'all can hate me all you want and make videos about me all you want. Do not say you was not warned. Do not say God did not send a prophet to America.
Look, Islam will enter every household, whether you like it or not. Donald Trump, inshallah, soon you will see we have a plan in place to go visit him and call him toward Islam. Inshallah, if Biden is awake, we'll also go and visit him, inshallah. And others, Brother Bobby, may Allah make it soon, inshallah, we'll be seeing his shahada. And others, Sneeko and others, we're going to be reaching out to everybody. As Muslim, as an ummah, we're going to be reaching out. And you're going to be seeing more and more of these types of people who know that this society and the direction that it's going in is not the right direction, are going to be coming to
Very
Islam.
important that we not just look at the surface stuff, but peel back the layers. Some things people do to be hyperbolic or to cause chaos, which, you know, I have questions about. But at the same time, I am bringing you documented facts. I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm not just throwing anything at the wind. I am showing you what's happening. And especially when I told you guys they see Texas as the new Mecca, they mean it. Okay, we still haven't done the video about Florida. I'm getting all that information together, so be on the lookout for that. Make sure you're subscribed. But it says, I was born Muslim in a Muslim family under a Muslim government. I will never move to a city where Muslims are the majority again. Once they become the majority, they don't just live their beliefs. They start imposing them on everyone around them. I showed you a video about that yesterday where they're going to people's stores and say everything needs to be halal, and if not, we're going to be coming back here and they're going to cause trouble. Basically shakedowns of store owners. I have the video. I played it, okay? So we're not making anything up here. People don't realize that expansion and dominance are not fringe ideas in Islam. They're baked into the ideology. Islam is not separable from politics or the state. The Prophet Muhammad's life, the hadith that Muslims are told to model themselves after, includes around 80 wars. Westerners are committing suicide by inviting this ideology into their institutions, their politics, and their offices, and pretending it's just another private belief system. So yeah, so you see what that says there, and I want to show you some more stuff because I actually have something on Mamdani. Let me just see which one I want to play. Now, I am trying to get confirmation of this. Some people say it's just a joke. I don't take anything as a joke, guys. You know, they'll say, well, we did it to dunk on the right, or somebody say they just did it to dunk on the left. No, you need to start believing, okay? When you hear politicians say something, when you see something going on, they mean it. People just don't take it seriously. But again, I don't have the direct source for this, but I'm seeing it everywhere, so I want to present this information. It says, breaking, unconfirmed reports suggest that Zohran Mamdani may force New Yorkers to learn Arabic numerals. Okay, so it's unconfirmed reports suggest that Zohran Mamdani may be preparing a proposal that will require all New York elementary school students to learn Arabic numerals. I showed you the video of the NYPD teaching women how to wear their hijab. That is a fact. That is a fact. Okay, they are teaching women how to wear their hijab, and not only that, putting it on them, putting the hijab on them. But let's continue. And see, this person is so dumb. They do not realize, guys, that Roman numbers are not the same as Arabic numbers.
What's your message to all the Muslims here in the United States?
Go home. Go back to Somalia. This is a Christian country. We do not want the ideology shift that they're bringing. They're changing the very way of life that we know and love here, Nick, and it cannot stand. Americans are revolting. You see, there's about maybe 3 or 4 times as many people here, and the Islamic presence is much smaller here in Texas. You saw the way they surrounded us and tried to kill us in Dearborn. But here in Texas, Jesus is king. This is God's country, and we will stand against Islamification until our very last breath.
And what's the purpose of the pigs?
The pigs is a pure show. It's a demonstration. Bacon represents America. And also in the Bible, Jesus has given us the freedom. Anything that is eaten in the name of the Lord Jesus is made clean. God said, do not call profane what I have made clean. And so bacon and pigs are a representation of America. And Islam can never coincide with our freedom. They would kill me in any majority Muslim country for simply even holding a pig, for simply even speaking my mind on this topic. So, you know, we have freedoms here and we're going to exercise them. Plain and simple.
Yes. Stick right now. What
steak.
What made you bring a pig out here today?
I just want to stay safe, and I know they won't get close to hogs.
And what do you think about the Islamification of Texas here?
It's really sad, and if I can fight, if I have to pick up a gun or whatever to fight to keep Texas free from Muslims and their ideology, I will go and fight for my state.
And what fears you most about Muslims?
The fact that women will lose their freedoms, and our children will not be able to do what we like to do, and the men marrying little girls.
And I was just talking to some Muslims over there. They seem like pretty nice people. Have you ever talked to Muslims?
Well, even the devil was very nice. So even the devil can be nice. And so you can talk to a lot of people, but deep down, you know, look at the people that came down from Afghanistan and that were not vetted, and we thought they were our friends, and look what they did. They shot those two people, those two National Guards. And I think that if we don't do something about it, it's going to get worse. And it's like a cancer. We need to nip the cancer right at its butt, and this is the butt right now.
And how have you seen the rise of Islam taking place here in Texas? Is it just this mosque, or are there more mosques?
It's because we have very poor leadership at the top, and they just look the other way. I mean, look at what happened to Muslim groups. And I think many Texans are naive. They don't even know. Just down the street, there was a young kid that came out to see what I was doing, and he didn't know this was going on. He didn't even know anything about Epic City.
What is Epic City?
Community where it's for Muslims only. No one else, non-Muslims cannot settle here. It's not really open for any non-Muslims, and I have a problem with that, because this is a free country. You should be able to settle anywhere you want to, and they're not very accepting. They don't come over here to assimilate, but they want us to assimilate to them, and we don't want to do that. And you know what? Anytime a Christian speaks up, oh, you're Islamophobic. You know what? They're Christianophobic.
Throughout the nearly 3-hour march, Plano police did an excellent job of keeping the protesters separated from a handful of young Muslims who followed along the route. There were several tense moments when the two sides got close together.
This is a Christian country, so let's never really try to start your shit, see what happens.
But thankfully, no one got physical.
If they drink camera, any Muslims around, one of the little tanks, he's just right now. Take it out there, buddy. Take it out.
I want y'all to know this. How the way all the nations, all the other races, right, can literally take over cities. But we already know what happens if us, the indigenous people of the land, the black Americans, was to take over a city. These niggas will literally send in the army and bomb us, bruh. Like start literal wars on our own land. But we can have people of other nations come over here, say they hate this land, and steal from the land, and allow them to run cities? I mean, we literally got sundown towns, Chinatowns, Asian towns, Spanish towns, Middle Eastern towns, along with all their businesses. But we literally can't have shit on our own land. Why is everybody ignoring this and gaslighting us? Then these same motherfuckers over here talking about, oh, they're trying to get rid of dual citizenship. So fuck, that shit don't need to exist anyways. That's how y'all get away with y'all get out of jail free card every time. So I want y'all to imagine how the way literally everyone in this world, right, can have a dual citizenship besides one group of people, the black Americans. We're not even citizens on our own land. So how can we even have a citizenship anywhere else? There's not one time y'all ever seen a black American being a dual citizen. They won't allow it nowhere in this motherfucking earth, bro. But yet people out here fighting to keep the bullshit going, all the fraud, and we're literally the ones paying for the world, bro. Like, I'm so tired of coming online and hearing all this misinformation, all this bullshit, and all this gaslighting, bro. And it specifically targets people like me, because I know what's going on and I know what you're doing, you know what I mean? And y'all niggas gonna pay for the bullshit y'all doing, bro. All this misinformation y'all spreading, misleading people and shit, bro. Y'all gonna pay for it. I don't care what nobody say, because it ain't no way y'all still out here fighting for people to continue to break our laws in America, making my people pay and take the consequences of y'all bullshit, bro. That shit about to change. But anyway, quick rant. Y'all know how I keep it. Y'all be guys. Hey.